draft bill that provides for the creation of the new Bangasmoro Entity is certain to undergo a thorough review in Congress. The creation of the Bangasmoro is provided for under the Comprehensive Peace Agreement to be signed next week by the government and the MILF. Again, here's Freddie Abando.
March 27 will be a milestone in the quest for peace in Mindanao. Under the leadership of President Aquino, the elusive quest for a peace agreement to be signed between the government and the MILF will finally be fulfilled. It's a commitment that will end decades of conflict in Muslim areas of the country in the south. The implementation of the terms in the agreement rests on the draft bill to be submitted by the Transition Commission to Congress, which will create the new Bangasmoro Entity, which will replace the existing Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. House Committee Chairman on Muslim Affairs Congressman Tupay Loong stressed the proposed bill should be studied carefully to determine if amendments to the Constitution is needed, a position also shared by House Defense Committee Chairman Congressman Rodolfo Biazon.
The most important provision is the establishment of the Bangasmoro government, replacing or upgrading the existing ARMM. But there is a certain problem there, according to some legal expert, that there is a need for an amendment of the Constitution, because the 1987 Constitution expressly provide that there shall be a created autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao, and now we are going to replace that totally with new political entity, the so-called Bangasmoro government.
The executive department will now have to study the submission of the Transition Commission to study whether or not the executive will submit it to Congress as it is or modify it before it submits to Congress. Because to me, the most contentious issue will be whether or not there is a need to amend the Constitution to effect the Bangasmoro Basic Law as it is now being framed up.
Presidential Advisor on the Peace Process, Secretary Teresita Delas assured that every provision of the proposed draft bill will abide by the Constitution. Loong urged the government to convene talks between the MNLF and the MILF with the support of the Organization of Islamic Conference to ensure the agreement is acceptable to all sides. Loong also proposed that core areas of the Bangasmoro Entity, which voted for inclusion in the Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao, should be excluded from a plebiscite in the future.
I made a very strong proposal for the national leadership to talk to the OIC directly, and the OIC and the government should sit down and invite Moro National Liberation, Moro Islamic Liberation Front. Let them discuss their own differences in the presence of the OIC. Let them agree on what is the common concern, beneficial to the interests of the Bangasmoro people, setting aside the internal interests of both front, giving the top priority to the interests of our people.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.